Hey, what's going on, everyone? You can see Lulu's on her heat pad. It was a cool night last night, but I thought, you know, since it's cool, why don't we get to work and dress up her enclosure a little bit more? Our good friends at Custom Cages were nice enough to give us this awesome giant aviary that they make here. And what we're gonna do is take our universal rock, we're gonna take this product here from my friend Stuart, and we're gonna dress up this cement. So that's what we're gonna do today, but we might even get into a little bit more remodeling on the inside because I'm feeling motivated. Nice, cool, crisp air, lizards that need a little attention, viewers that wanna see what we're up to. Let's do it. This product is awesome. It's the Universal Rocks wall panel. They basically take this stuff, infuse it with their secret ingredient that Stuart has, and make a very realistic backdrop or decorative enhancement to any enclosure, any zoo, any yard, any application you may want it for. So it's very simple what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna have to measure out the height here, and we are at about 1 foot, okay? We're gonna cut a little bit more than 1 foot off of this panel right here. We also stole a little bit of that corner over there for Slinky's hide box. But basically what I'll do is just go ahead, and I think we're gonna do about 16 inches roughly. I think that'll give us a really cool look. So all I need to do is get my marker, which I do have right here, and I'm just gonna simply mark it right here and then go all the way down this panel. And it's okay if it has a little variations, because you know what? In nature it has variations, and you're gonna see that this is gonna be really, really cool. So I love it. Actually, I'm gonna go a little bit less here. We're gonna do this over. A little bit less because it widens out to where I need it to be. So very cool. As long as there's a foot, we're okay. And the rest can bow out really nicely. But you see how it has all these waves in it? Trust me, this is not scientifically accurate, but when it's done, the perfection is in the imperfections, if that makes any sense. But the material is easy to work with. About the hardest part of using this material is us cutting it. And when we get to that point, guys, we'll probably speed it up because Matt and I are gonna have to rely on each other to get that done. But again, I'm just gonna do this all the way down. I've been storing this stuff outside, so we had a nest of rats in it. Lovely. I know Kate would be thrilled for that. And we're just doing this all the way down. And what's cool about this is it can actually wrap around the corners of the box. And again, this is how I do it. Let's go ahead and get our wood, which is on the other side. And then we'll trace it. Just lay it your best on that mark that I've made. And then all I do.
You have a mark here.
Yeah, we have a mark. No, this, let's go to the shorter mark. Just do this. I mean, it's literally, this is all I'm doing. It's just a guideline for us. It's gonna change because of the nature of the material, but I like it. It's easy peasy. And move it down. And we should get exactly what we need out of this last panel. We don't have much to cover, which is good. One more panel stand. That's it. Now we can get to cutting. Now that's the challenging part that we're probably going to speed up right now because I need all hands on deck for this.
Yeah, don't even bother.
No, this is...
It is so hard to cut through.
But once you get two people, one person spreading it, then it starts to cut nice.
That is the fastest I've ever seen it.
Yeah. All right,
let's put it on the pallet and do this.
Let's speed this one up. Time lapse. All right, so we got this cut. This is our first panel. And basically what I'm gonna do is take these self-tapping screws and get them started. We're really just gonna try and anchor it into the structure of the custom cage. All right, and what I'm planning on doing is something different than I did at Slinky's. In Slinky's, we went on both sides. I'm actually gonna raise the substrate level up to the point where I can kind of hide this cement. I don't think I have enough product to go on both sides. So this is gonna cut down on the amount of time it takes for us to do this. Now, the other thing that we'll do is I'll probably put a Tapcon in here. We'll wrap another one around. But as you can see, as I start to kind of put another one in, watch, as we do this, you can kind of see how this takes a life of its own and why those irregular cuts are actually okay. Watch this. We'll just put it in here. This is how you really dress things up. There are going to be some other things I can do that are going to, you know, kind of give it that irregular look. You see how it bows out here? That's actually going to look like a really cool, just natural shape of this stone. So I'm pretty excited. This is a very cool, easy way to decorate your enclosures, and gotta love it. And I'm just so thrilled with the whole process on this. I want to go up on that ledge. I want to get pointing down. That helps me, yeah. Oh.
Easier said than done.
Exactly. Sometimes you got a weird leverage thing. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just pointing down. These are a little bit longer, these screws. Now, in other applications I can show you later, that you'll take silicone, and if we were going to put this on the other side as well, you would silicone a bead here and then use this paint, and we actually have some over here. Check it out. Let me show you what you do. It's pretty cool, and this I learned from my buddy Stuart at Universal Rocks. Very simple. What you would do is you put a bead of silicone, okay, along the edge, and then you tap this sand. He calls it sand painting. I believe Emily called it that, from Emily's Reptiles out there in Minnesota, and basically it was a snake discovery, actually. So just tap the paint and you can kind of match it so it looks like it's been married, that the screen's coming out of actual stone. So I'm not going to have to do that with the structure that we're working on right now. All I want to do is I want to get this stuff tacked in, and I want to get it you know, dialed in, and then what I'll do is probably get silicone and we can hide the screws. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work with Matt, start screwing this all in, placing it nicely, cutting more pieces, and we'll be back to you when we get to our next phase of the redecoration of our custom cage. And Lulu, she's just hanging out in her heated shelter today, so she's not bothering anyone and we're not bothering her. All right, let me get back to work. See you later.
Next level. Next level.
All right, guys, so what I'm doing is I'm just making a little trench in here, and what's going to happen is the edge of the Universal Rocks is going to fit into it, and grass will grow up around it, and basically this is going to become a very naturalistic looking piece of, shall I say, art. I don't know. I love these enclosures, man. I think they're awesome. The animals themselves are living art, so why not have a really cool place that you can enjoy? The animal feels more secure in a naturalistic environment instead of looking at gray concrete walls. And believe me, we're going to fix that up too. And then what you have here is a zoo quality enclosure right in your backyard, which as a young lad I dreamed of having a zoo in my backyard. I'd say I'm getting close to having it completely realized. And it's because you guys are helping me out. I love getting ideas from you. I love that you guys watch these videos, and I love that I get to travel around, meet all kinds of really cool people that inspire me. So thanks, but I'm gonna keep digging. Gotta love to dig ditches if you want to be a zookeeper type person. All right, so the hard part's done. We got the structure up. Now, what I need to do is just use this great stuff foam. And what I'm gonna do is fill in some of the voids here. And this will, of course, expand. So you don't wanna go too much, but you just wanna fill some of these voids. And I'm gonna come back and let that cure and expand. And what'll happen is this gives us a platform for us to do our silicone, because this is a rather large void on some of these spots. And this way we can kind of nicely blend in the silicone and then the sand painting. Get a little squirt in there. Okay, the silicone will be able to fill this in, but this one is gonna be a bit of a challenge. I just have to fill this whole thing. There we go. That'll expand nice. I'm gonna bring it up. Then I'll cut it off. Exactly. Don't you worry, Matt. And we'll cut it on the other sides too of the, it'll probably go through the wire of the enclosure, and I'll just trim that down as well. And you can silicone it, it'll look really cool. So this is kind of a fun project. We gotta fill this one up, come on. There we go, almost there. Nice. So it takes a few hours for this stuff to properly cure. And we're running out. It's kind of oddly satisfying. Hold on. We'll do this, little bead in here. That'll expand nicely.
Right underneath the door?
Yeah, but we'll trim it. We'll trim it out. Door will continue to function properly.
Yeah, that's done.
I like to squeeze out every last bit of the foam. Don't you dare tell me it's done. Look at it.
It's done.
Got more. Nice cool day doing this work. I like it. Give her a little shaky. Right back to work. All right. And don't worry about how ugly this looks at the moment. It's gonna get trimmed up. And anything that falls on the universal rock will actually wind up coming off pretty easily. Well, I want to open this door here, get on the inside. So we're not even putting a lot in here, we don't need it. Okay, watch yourself there, bud. We get to the end, and yeah, that's it. Love it. Love it. So now, basically what's going to happen is we're going to allow this to cure, expand, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to go to Home Depot in the interim. We're going to go ahead and grab maybe some cool plants that'll hang down, like philodendron. We'll hang them from the beams up there, give her a little bit more of a jungle feel. And yeah, maybe a little more mulch. And come on back and do a little more trimming. Show you what you got to do as far as blending this in to the environment with the sand painting. Cool, man. See you in a little bit. All right, guys, so we are back here after our trip to Home Depot and lunch, and it looks like this stuff is firmed up nicely. There may be a little soft stuff on the inside, but I'll show you what I do. You just basically take a knife and you're just cutting it, just like this, okay? Just give it a cut, and then I'll probably have to give it a cut down here because it's attached itself to the wire of the fence.
It's a very scientific project.
Yeah, this is, you know, that's the cool thing though, is that it's super easy. Anyone can do this. I am clearly not a master of art, but I do enjoy it. I do love this. I'll clean that stuff up in a moment. So I want to do one section for you to give you an idea. So you see how it's filled a nice section up. Well, what I then do is I'm going to prepare my
brand
coloring.
new clean paint mixer.
Yep. So how I saw Stuart do this was he just takes a little, put some there, right? On that side, we're just going to start with a little bit. Take a little black, put the black right here. Okay. Like I said, Stuart was the one who taught me how to do this. He's the master of Universal Rocks. Go check them out on Instagram, Universal Rocks on Instagram, and you'll be able to see everything that he provides. Okay, we got that set up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this silicone down, and this essentially,
Clear.
guys, look at that. See, we're just kind of getting this silicone on there. Just get it all on there. It's all
He did say clear for the color match.
That's right. He says it works better if it's clear. So you want to use the clear stuff. You just kind of get it on here, and I'm going to need quite a bit of it. Now this particular silicone was about $10 a tube, so it's kind of expensive if you ask me. But here we go. So we put that there, but also look, here's a little silicone on that screw, right? You see that screw head? So now these brushes are kind of jacked up. Probably want to start with a brand new brush, but I am not the best with color, as you guys know if you've been following for a while, but you can mix this color together a little bit, and then you just gently dab it, mix it together, start with a darker color, and look at this. So as you're using the silicone and you're putting it on with the brush, it creates texture that looks similar to the rock.
Look at that.
Yeah, check it out, guys.
I almost can't differentiate it.
It's pretty cool, right? So you just do that. I kind of like this. It's peaceful. Look, we'll put a little, I guess that's a burnt orangey type look. Is that right? I don't know. Mix it together a little bit. Let's go. This is where you get to be like a happy little tree. Just a happy little rock right here. And what I like about it is you just want to make it happy. You just want this to blend in and let it be Mother Nature. Right? That's what I do. But that's not all. I'm going to take a little bit of this color and
Happy little tree.
yeah, come on over here. You see this? This is an unhappy little head of a hexagonal head of a self-tapping screw. But watch this. We do this, and it becomes a happy, dappy little piece of the rock face. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool? It just disappears. It just goes away. Dip, 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 dip. You know, and that's essentially what I've got to do for the rest of this thing. So
From this
to this, isn't that
to
cool?
this, it's almost unnoticeable.
And
I
you can
can't
also,
believe it was that
you can
quick.
also go around. I can go around on the other side, and I can hit it on the other side, and it helps out. But I think that looks tremendous.
Yeah, I mean, 2 seconds ago it looked just like
Exactly.
this.
So
Now
look,
it looks
really
like
quick,
this.
I can just run a bead. You know, if I really wanted to get creative, you run a bead here. Okay? Run a bead, get rid of that, run a bead into here. Okay? Now you know why we had the foam, right? Because the foam fills in these cracks. But we'll bead that because we want to get rid of these. Want to get rid of that. And it's okay if it looks ugly. Okay? Because it starts off like that. And what you do is you just pop, 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 pop. And you do it lightly. Do it real lightly. Boop, 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 boop. You got to make those sounds. You got to go bop, 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 and boop, boop, boop. See that? Now you don't have any of those ugly, unsightly, man-made nuts. See that? And you dab it down, and I think it looks great. I mean, look, what we're doing here, again, guys, this is my backyard, okay? This is for my viewing pleasure, and I am extremely happy with the result. So the clear is definitely the way to go.
Definitely.
You just bop it on, right? So look at that. And then over the next day, I
It
mean,
already looks identical. I didn't.
it's pretty good. It's, you know, you see how there's black in this right down here. Look at that. You see there's black here. You can add, you know, a darker color to the silicone, and it kind of blends it in. There you go. Look at that. I love it. So basically, friends, is we are going to run and continue this project all the way around. And I'll even get over that big old screw. So let me do it. Here we go. Good times. And this peels right off. See? No problem. It's a little bit not quite cured all the way on this one.
You can always refill it.
Yep, but that's no big deal. It'll still work. Peel it down, we'll throw all this excess foam away. Got our garbage bag, our garbage can not far away. Actually, yeah, we get it a good, you do it good. Oh, like that. Look at that. Really get in there and move it. This is riveting stuff here, my friends. But this is why you watch the channel, because this is what I do all day, every day at the old camperoo. We're making the lives of the animals better, and in turn making our lives better, because we wind up having this awesome enclosure that we get to enjoy. So I'm really gonna pile it on here, get it real nice and thick, cover up everything we need to cover up. And I've been bitten by some kind of insect, because the inside of my elbow pit is itching like crazy. What could it be? I don't know. See, I don't want to go too far ahead.
Yeah, we should get it while it's soft, right?
Yeah.
Get it while it's sticky.
Yep, get it while it's sticky. Get the sticky icky. All right, we're almost done with this tube anyway. I like to finish out the tube, and then I'll move quick, dabbing our color onto it. We can't forget this little guy. See this little guy, a little blue head right there? Pink. And we are starting with the rear of the enclosure. Now, normally I'd start with the front, because that's what the guests will see. My guests here at the campo. All right, that should be good for now. We'll start with that. All right, we need more of the good stuff. And what's great is a little of this goes a very long way. Woodpecker. You hear that woodpecker? That there is a pileated woodpecker. I love it, man. And then we still got some really cool plants also that we got to put on. So I just want to do this backside a little bit. We'll open that up, make it easier to pour out. This stuff can't hurt you. It just stains your hands a little bit. You can wash it right off. Let's get to it. All right,
Don't miss the bolt.
Look, that bolt there is gone. Just dynamite, right? Dynamite. Tap, tap, tap. Tap it too. Yeah, like I said, a little bit goes a long way. You can mix this stuff together. I like that. I always am partial to darker colors. It's because I can see them better on account of my affliction. But we will go a little light there too. You know what's great is though, is you can't screw this up. It just kind of looks like a natural part of it. This detailing is so important because it really does change the dynamic of what we've done today, and I absolutely love it. Oh yeah. And again, the cool thing is that the paintbrush texturizes the silicone. Silicone will, I guess, dry, or cure is probably the right term because it's a chemical process, and you wind up having a very cool crocodile monitor enclosure right here. Look at that. You know, you can even dab it like this. You see, there's kind of a natural fault in there, and you can follow those along. We still need a little bit more in there. You just pound it into the fault, you see. Takes the shape of it, but it hides the actual silicone. Are you impressed, Matt?
Just the smoothing of the edge. It looks so much more I couldn't imagine how we were gonna get it to look as good as Slinky's until we just did this.
Yeah, you were asking me all kinds of
Yeah.
questions in the Home Depot, and I was like, all will be revealed. It's hard for me to explain. You have to just kind of do it to understand it. So that's what we did. Let's finish the tube out, eh? Take that, okay, and just get it on.
I thought we were done with that tube.
I thought so too, but we're not. Let's just, oh yeah, we are now. That tube's done. All right, so
Let's
that's
just tap what we have and
tap what we have.
start
and then
one again later.
Yeah. The actual mixing of it is so good. Cool. Why don't you say we head on over here, show you what we did. Simply, we just grabbed some of these philodendron, pothos plants really. These are fun because they'll hang from the rafter. I just want to, yeah, we have no, none of that. What do we got? All right, check it out. Now let's go ahead. Boom. How simple, right? Nice and simple. This will hang down, the tendrils will come down, it'll be really cool. I'll rig up a little sprinkler so we can get some water on these guys. We've got the monstera down there. That's gonna grow up and get large. So that's gonna be a cool plant. And yeah, let's hang this next one a little further back, shall we? Come on over here. This should make her happy. I would imagine that she'd feel way more secure with this as a situation. Okay, what do you think? Are we digging it? Are we buying into this?
This looks great.
Looks good, right?
With the growth coming up from the middle, from the bottom,
and then this,
and then these
down.
two, it'll look. I love what we did with the branches and the vine.
Yeah, this is really cool, man. So there you go, everybody. I'll get some more mulch. We'll go ahead and fill that up. Let's have a look at the universal rock from behind. You can see I can hit this. I can hit this silicone with some of the paint too, and it'll actually be really, really good. But it doesn't look bad, does it?
Yeah, it looks great.
It's pretty cool.
Completely blends in with the background, which is amazing.
Which is what we needed. So, good stuff. Let's have a look at our gal, because you know we did this for her. She's probably very comfortable. There she is. Hi, sweetheart. I know you're nervous, but you don't know. We got so much nice things happening for you. So there you have it, everybody.
And maybe later this week too.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have my buddy Tom Crutchfield's coming by. He's gonna check out our enclosures and he's gonna check out our monitors and teach me how to properly calm these guys down so that we can have nice handleable croc monitors, just like our buddy Tom. So be looking for that as well in an upcoming video. Guys, what you think, let me know in the comments below. I think we got a lot done today. Let's step back. Come on, step back. We won't see so much of the imperfections. We still have a lot to do, but I think it blends in. It just totally changes the dynamic of this enclosure. It blends in. I want to shout out my friends at customcages.com. Guys, love your product. It went up easy. Of course, the detailing work is what I really love. I can blend it in, but this structure went up super easy. It's a large, spacious enclosure that we want to give to our animals. Lots of height, which this croc monitor needs. They want to feel secure. They want to go up in the air. I love the Suncatcher cages from customcages.com. Check them out. Got a link in the description for you. Let them know Kenan sent you when you inquire, if you wouldn't mind. Follow them on Instagram as well, customcages.com. Just think it's fantastic company and look forward to doing more with them, because the cool thing about their enclosures are you can add on to them extremely easily. So about the toughest part that I had to do was make that foundation with my buddy Jerry. But for now, I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna carve away at some of this foam, and I'm just gonna get into doing a little detailing work to really soften up this enclosure and make it look natural. That's it. We're gonna say goodbye. Goodbye. Leave a comment below. So long.